Today I'm going to show you how I revived the plastics on this 87 250X. We're going to go from this dingy, really old looking bike. You know, this is just dirt and scrapes that won't scrub out. But you can wet sand these, you can hit them with a heat gun, and then you get a real nice looking bike by the end. It's a lot of work, it's worth the work, so let's get to work. We got our water with, I threw a little bit of car soap in there. That's Superior Cherry Bomb. Smells like cherries, good stuff. The little stuff we're gonna be doing, I cut up a bunch of pieces of the sandpaper so I don't have to worry about dealing with it with wet hands. 400, 600, 1000, 1500, and a Kool-Aid Jammer Strawberry Kiwi. Okie dokie, let's start making it pretty. So basically what I'm doing, I got 400 grit. Get it wet, get the paper wet. Just start working circular motion, oval. You know, you don't want to just go back and forth or up and down or side to side. Just work it into circles. It's plastic, so the plastic is gray all the way through. I don't have to worry about, like, when I'm wet sanding a painted car or something, that I'm gonna burn through the clear coat, pull away the base coat. You don't have to worry about that with this. All you gotta do is just keep working it. Keep your paper wet. When your paper starts to feel like it's kind of sticking, get it wet. Wetter the better. And then when the entire panel feels like I'm not really catching much, or like the paper just feels like it's gliding, that means I'm pretty much caught up on this grit and I'm ready to give it a little rinse. Move on up to the next level. And that's just what we do. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. All right, I'm not gonna put you through this torture. I'm not gonna do that to you. Okay, got the wet sanding all done, finally. I'm not gonna lie, it did take me a little bit more than one day to do all that. Just working through the grits. On the one front fender, I did have to kind of work a little bit lower. I went down to a little bit of a 180, then 220, and worked my way up. On the reds, you can see they're a little white, but I think I'm gonna be able to bring them out when we work on polishing that. You can see with the stickers, you see No Fear almost as clear as it gets. You can see No Fear pretty damn clear. I think that's just the adhesive on the stickers that kind of oxidized a little bit with the plastic, sand, a little bit of sand, dirt get behind it. But again, I had to keep telling myself, this is a quad. It's going to be in the woods. I'm not going to be parking this next to another car in a show. It's just, we want it to look clean, but it's still going to be ripping through the trails. The grays did come out really good. I'm really happy how clean they came out. Again, they just look clean. The rear, same thing. Came out really good. But now we got to get a little bit of shine back into it. And I did kind of play around with some things. I have the red gas tank cover right here, or gas tank top. So what I did with this, you can see some of the shine. I'm kind of working the sun and the shade at the same time here. I put some heat into this using a heat gun. Put some heat into it. You kind of got to work it. If you've ever spray painted, if you're like too close, you kind of got to fan it and work the overspray away. It's very similar to that with a heat gun. To see how far I could take a shine, I pulled out the buff wheel. Now that was, I don't know, I started working it. It seemed like maybe it helped a little bit with the shine, but ultimately, what am I doing here, right? We are working on a quad, an ATV here, so it's all good. So I'm going to go with the heat. Here's gray. You can see some of the shine coming back in. I'll show you how to work the heat gun. So remember this, and we're gonna bring these back to life. So before I fire up the heat gun, because I know it's gonna make some noise on top of me talking. Here's the red, you see the white a little bit closer. You see how it kind of, you know, I mean, it's smooth, it's smooth. We still have some gouges on it, but that's okay. I put some gloves on, preferably clean, but just something to protect my skin from the heat. And you'll see, I'm gonna crank it on high, let it get a little hot for a minute, and we're just gonna start working it. So remember, it's heat, so once it starts happening, just remember, think spray painting. So you just want to try and keep it even, or else it will look a little blotchy. You know, work your wrist with the contour of the plastic. So we're moving the heat the same. I kind of come back a little bit, help make sure everything's staying even. You do not want to just sit here with the gun in one spot. It will melt it. Remember what we're working with. We are working with plastic. The sun's really helping, making this a little bit easier on seeing how well it's going. In the shade, it's a little tough. I know some people do this with like a little propane torch, but I feel like I have a little more control. I mean, you can see it's getting hot. It's warming up. It's starting to lose its mold a little bit, but it'll come back. You can see with the heat, it laid flat, right? But it will come back. Okay, just be careful with it because it's still warm. It's still a little soft and more flexible. Some of that shine did come back after all that sanding. I'll just let it cool for a minute. Then I'll take a little bit of not sponsored, but would love to be. Pay me, great. But I love this Supreme Shine. It's great on interiors on cars. It's cheap. You can get it almost everywhere. So this will also help cool it down. Get my towel. Just kind of work that in a little bit. Doesn't get greasy. Gives it that shine. And there you have it. So I know it's tough to kind of show you in the camera, but I mean, I know you can tell it looks shinier. It looks like it's brought back to life. It's not perfect. It's not brand new. It didn't just come out of a mold. It has been restored to the liking of it's going back in the trails. Now, you see how it still lays a little flat, but it is starting to come back. You know, once it's in the front fenders, it'll be just fine. Now, you still see the no fear, but I think it looks pretty damn good. So that's the process we're gonna do to the rest of the plastics. Just kind of work it. Just remember, spray painting. Work the overspray, the heat away. And I let this cool down for a little bit so you can see it's springing back to life. Okay? Just be careful with the heat. You don't want to melt it. You're only going to go so far in the shine before you start, you know, destroying the integrity of the piece. Yeah, let's continue here. Oh yeah. So just to show you right now, I need to hold this end of it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let it cool down. I don't want to put my glove print into it, so because it's hot. So we'll let that cool down a little bit. You can see the back, see the front. Pretty cool. Now in these lighter colors, you really got to keep adjusting yourself to see it, or else you can easily just burn it up.